Hello everyone, welcome. This is Primarald TV and we are live in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State, where the political landscape is heavy with activities, as is the case across Nigeria. Remember that only about a few days ago, Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwaso moved from the ADC to the NDC, and we also hear that 17 House of Reps members, along with one senator, has also moved from the ADC to the NDC. Now, don't also forget that only yesterday in Asaba Delta State, the APC launched their City Boy movement, where we have thousands of Nigerian youths coming out en masse to support the City Boy movement, and they have said that they were going to deliver millions of votes to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2027 general elections. Now, don't also forget that here in Bayelsa State, one of the sons of the Kolokma local government area, in the person of Swoyo Apa Kelvin, also moved from the APC to NDC, along with hundreds and thousands of his supporters. So we are out here in the streets of Yenagoa to sample the opinion of Nigerians regarding this series of defections and the possible implication for the 2027 general elections.
Okay, my name is Alaji Shehu Yola. I'm from Adamawa State. I've been in Bayelsa this year, 23 years in this Bayelsa State. I'm coordinator ADC Arewa, but I decided to move to NDC now because of political issue. I have many reasons why I want to change party to NDC now. My hope now this NDC to win Nigeria, win everywhere in this country, from president to councillor level. That is why I say when I start, I will now gather all my members, because we are already set everything, notenance for this town ADC. So all of us, I don't think there is anybody who will change mind. I will gather everybody and all of us will move to this NDC, because I know who and who in this Bayelsa state come to this party. So I would like to say I'm into this party now.
My name is Tekrobo Dofiefa Charity. I moved from PDP to NDC. My reason of moving, for some time we have been in the PDP. Look, as if we are not there because there's nobody to even take you along. I even worked as a media before in the PDP with during the present governor election. I worked with the late deputy governor. I was one of the people that was campaigning for him through phone, calling people, in system to campaign. The end of the day, look as if we are not there. So I just want to move to another environment, let me say another party, to see if something better will come out, because we youths, we that are coming up, we really want to grow too. We want to see the betterment of Bayelsa State moving to the next level. Like sometimes I used to tell people that when I travel to other states, when I come back to my own state, look as if the environment is somehow. If we come together and work for our own, at least we'll get to that dream, that vision that Bayelsa have to be.
My name is Emmanuel Augustine. I'm the chairman of this Okolo Keke Rider Association. Now, since the beginning of this Nigeria, since APC come up, we have a lot of challenges in this country, especially when we look at our economy now. As a Keke driver now, this Keke we used to bought it in the sum of 400 something thousand, but for now it's close to 6 million naira. So hardly for a poor man to survive. So if there's any person that can come out, any party, we are ready to support as long as Nigeria is concerned, because we need a good governance. We cannot be here crying day by day our leadership. In fact, they are not even interested on us. So even though we come out to any party, we are not interested. Even as I'm talking to you, I'm not a politician. But the conditions every Nigerian is facing now and the challenges is too much. So I plead, the condition of Nigeria totally is not good. So let new governance come so that we can support the government. So that let's look for a new change.
My name is Agala Opukri, one-time Nigeria wrestling champion and also a Bayelsa wrestling champion. Now a coach in Bayelsa State. My main motive of coming here is this. The way Nigerians are suffering is too much. Now, first of all, I appreciate the person that initiated this part to Nigeria, Senator Henry Seriake Dickson. The current defection, let me say the current defection, at least I appreciate what they are doing in Nigeria. Because if we look this way, now things will be going worse. So at least I am an aspirant too for the party. At least NDC is going to conquer the whole both president and governorships, at least maximum.
So my name is Ozokwe Isuku. From the way I see it, it will always go the usual way, because my fellow drivers here can tell during the first election for Tinubu, immediately they went to Shannon House in London to go and do debate. I told them from that debate that day, I told them that it is Tinubu that is going to come out as the president of Nigeria, because the Europeans are the owners of this company called Nigeria, and they can only put someone who doesn't have any competence, because competency requires challenge. And if you have competence, and let's say you are a driver and you have competence of driving, and someone asks you to take the wrong decision as a driver on a way, you won't do it. You will question that person. But if you are ignorant, both wrong and right, you won't know. So once they say do this, yes sir, do that, yes sir. So the point is, what I need is for my fellow youths to be aware of these antics and tricks and stop using ourselves as tools for elections. Because if we have to be clear with one fact, my brother, I can bet you that there is no country on this planet that practice or that exists on democracy. You know what democracy means? Democracy is that you cannot be afraid of the police. You can never be afraid of the police. Let's open it up. Democracy, they said, is government of the people, for the people, and by the people. That means it has everything to do with the people. Which means the president or the governor is not superior to the citizens. Instead, it's the other way around. So there's no country, one single country on this planet, even England that colonized this does not practice democracy. So that's the fact. So our youth need to be aware of that and stop playing the more you look with dying elders, criminal elders who have nothing to write home about.
My name is Elijah Samuel Esibe. Okay, basically, about the whole political thing happening now in Nigeria, it's quite, should I say, interesting at the moment, because, you know, with a lot of changes happening, like the Obi coming into NDC and other stuff like that. I would say it's actually a good one. You understand? It's actually a good one to give a try to a new party like this, because we believe that change is actually constant. You understand? Then I would love to also talk about the whole thing happening. Like, you know, initially, the current president now, which is Bola Tinubu, he made a statement in his campaign initially. He said, if he enters as a president and there is he fail in terms of his security and light matter, they should not vote him, okay, for second term. And I believe that's a very clear evidence. There have not been light. There have been insecurity issues and all the rest. That matter has not been tackled. So I would love us to also give a try to this new man coming in, Peter Obi, and this other person, to see what can happen. You understand? I'm just saying, by God's grace, everything should just work. Our vote should count, and we're hoping for the best.
Indeed, these are interesting times for Nigeria politics. We're seeing alignments and realignments. What started as the obedient movement in the last election cycle is now metamorphosing into what a lot of people call the OK movement. But many political analysts will tell you that it is too early in the day to draw any conclusions, because this is Nigerian politics. We only hope and pray that whatever these alignments and realignments will result to would be, at the end of the day, something that would translate into meaningful development for the people. My name is MX9, and this is Primarald TV.